With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle, 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones who beat the Seahawks 28-23.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Mostert. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 26. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right, looking for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On second down, Mostert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
It's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. The handoff as they run the counter play. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Preston Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
They'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Packers 7, Seahawks 3.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by Jackson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
From the gun, a run with Mostert.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
On the Seahawks 9-yard line.
Now Rodgers. This is caught, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14. Seahawks 3.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
The ball carrier
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Mostert. And this will be a Seahawks first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to that's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Packers.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Packers add 6 to their lead.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. This is Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Rodgers. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now this time he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
10 at their own 33-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Sternberger.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First down, Green Bay.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40-yard
line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Rodgers. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And right side, they're going to go option here. He'll pitch it back. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
The pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the
now Mostert. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Second and 4. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game, and on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. The 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Connection made with Chenault. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Buying time to his left. And this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say? Why?
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Taco Charlton able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
3rd and 1.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And a Packer first down.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Call it no gain there on the first down play.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking long for... He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
What we got?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. A throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Seahawks 19. Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chargers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First down, Packers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On play action, it's Rodgers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
40.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.